One of the things that struck me about this book that I hadn't read elsewhere is how well it got inside the head of the experience of being autistic. And let me read you just a little bit here. This is when RJ, Charlie in the book, has a new class. The bell rings. That loud bell kills my head. It's time to move to the next class. I somehow have to get to math. I hate changing rooms. I call it the torture race. Go to my locker, struggle with the code, put back one set of books, pull out another. Kids all talking loudly, strong smells, bad smells, bright lights that slice at me, colors that punch in my eyes. I wish I could wear my headphones at school, but it's against the rules. I'm a sweaty mess by the time I switch rooms. I didn't make it to the bathroom in between classes, so when I get to my next class, I need to pee badly. And it took me inside his head in a way I hadn't, as I said, I hadn't seen anywhere else.
Autism is such a difficult thing to try to explain to someone. Even we've been on this autism journey for, 15, 16 years, and it's still hard to explain. I'm always asking RJ for his perspective. We started a reality project on the OWN network called For Pete's Sake, and one of the reasons why I wanted to do it was because I wanted him to use his own voice to say what he's experiencing. And one of the things he said recently was that I asked him what it was like to be nonverbal, because he got language, thank God, when he was 10, 11, 12. And he said, Mom, it was like having a ball stuck in your throat. And I thought that was such a profound way to put it. And so I think the more we allow the narrative to come from people who actually have autism, the better the understanding in the community might be. It's my hope anyway.
What were the mechanics of getting his chapters out of him for this book?
It was definitely rough because he didn't necessarily want to talk about these things. And especially because the book is based off of experiences that we had in middle school. And that was a really rough time. And
it's rough for everybody, but especially rough for him.
Yeah, because we were in the same school. I was in 8th grade, he was in 7th grade, and he was dealing with the same issue. Like, a lot of the friend issues that he had in here are very similar to the same issues that he had actually in middle school. And he didn't necessarily want to talk about it. And meanwhile, I'm like, okay, let's talk all about it. We need to spread the word. We need to tell people about our experiences. And he was very reluctant to do so. And so
we had to
bribe him. Yeah, we had to bribe him.
What'd you bribe him with?
We had to offer him tickets to the Rihanna concert.
Wow.
Yeah, he loves Rihanna. So, anytime I can dangle that Rihanna banana, in front of him, he loves that. We travel. He likes to travel. He likes sporting games. We'd say, okay, if you give us 4 hours of an interview where you can talk to us about, what your experiences are. And then we really had to convince him about his advocacy, how amazingly impactful and powerful it is for him to speak. And he gets that, especially when we come to things like this, or when we travel the country, or when we open centers and autism centers around the country, because he sees firsthand how his advocacy impacts people, and he loves that. So it's just hard for him to make that jump, because what kid wants to sit down and just, talk to you? What teenager wants to sit down and just talk to you forever? But what we got out of him, what we were able to mine from him, was really autism gold, if you will. It was just such good stuff. So
it was
worth
revealing.
it.
Yeah.